on the part of the House of Representatives report the following as the result of the ascertainment and counting of the electoral vote for President and Vice President of the United States.
The Electoral College is a system made to elect the president and give smaller states more voting power. It uses electors to vote. These electors are chosen by the winning party.
The whole number of electors appointed to vote for President of the United States is 538, of which a majority is 270. Donald Trump of New York has received, for President of the United States, 304 votes. Hillary Clinton of the state of New York has received 227 votes. Colin Powell from the Commonwealth of Virginia has received 3 votes. John Casey of the state of Ohio has received 1 vote. Ron Paul of the state of Texas has received
Another, as a history teacher from a historical perspective, I like to see that there are aspects of the country as it was in its beginning phases that still continue to exist today.
Advocates of maintaining the Electoral College say that without it, the big states would hold all the power and the little states would have no say. This means their problems that could affect the whole country would not be solved. An end to the Electoral College would also mean an entire region's political views would not matter. The Electoral College also protects from recounts. With less people voting, it's harder to say they counted the votes wrong, and instead of an entire country revoting, only 538 people have to. But many people are against the Electoral College.
Well, very notably in recent years, you see that the Electoral College may cloud the overall voice of the people collectively in the nation, as you see when you have candidates, presidential candidates that win the election while getting a minority of the vote.
The problem with the Electoral College is that it means that certain people have more voting power than others. One vote from Wyoming is worth 195,000 voters, but one vote from California is worth 712,000 voters. This means it takes more people to get one vote in California than in Wyoming. Because of this, 4 times a president has won with more electoral votes but less popular votes. In fact, in theory, you can win the presidency with only a quarter of the populace votes. Another big problem is that in all states but 2, the candidate with the most votes in a state wins all the electors. If in California 49% of people voted Republican and 51% voted Democrat, the Democrats would get all 55 electors. The last problem is that the electors are not obligated to vote for the winning party. These members are chosen by the winning party of the state, so it's unlikely for that to happen, but it has happened before. In fact, in 2004, an elector wrote the candidate's name so wrong it didn't count. There are alternatives to the Electoral College. We can divide electors based on counties. The election could only involve the popular votes, or we could divide the electors based on how many people voted for each party. The Electoral College is a system that needs to be revised for the sake of America.